Hey everyone, it's Kruhl Sentru. Welcome back to my Let's Play of Warlock Master of the Arcane. I forgot something I'm supposed to do every time I get started on here, and that's to remind myself of what I'm doing. Thankfully, I got a pretty good memory for what we've been doing. Well, looks like Kruhl just sunk one of his enemy's ships there. Which is good for me. You know, they keep fighting each other, and that means that they're actually losing troops, and I'm not. You know, that's actually why going a little bit less warlike mentality actually will give you a superior overall design of your capabilities in the game. You'll do much, much better that way. So peace is actually the way to go to win. Seriously. Build up, get your super strong troops, then smash them, if you're going to go warlike. Otherwise, well, you know, sometimes you don't have a choice. If I get far enough away to get away from all these guys, it's going to be, like, seriously, 2/3 or more of the world's going to be just outright empty, not to mention all of the extra planes. Of course, the extra planes have really, really nasty monsters in them. They make up for it, though, by having really, really good rewards. So, you know, kind of a trade-off. Some really great stuff in there. Another crit on my city. Well, they shouldn't last much longer, though.
A new spell has been researched, my lord.
Okay, spell is ready. Okay. I don't remember who I was going to cast it on, though. Oh, well. Let's select some new research here. Greater Dispel. Not... That's more very situational, really. A create artifact is mediocre. Summon Serpents is another situational, not that great. Lightning Bolt, because Summon Serpents are a flying enemy, but they're very weak. Flying range, so a lot of enemies can't strike back, but they're so weak that doesn't matter. Lightning Bolt's good enough. And basic Dispel is kind of situational. I'm going to go with Lightning Bolt for the moment. Just get it out of the way, I guess. Manal Zoshi has broken the non-aggression pact. Ooh, this is interesting. Let's check out what I got right now. I have a non-aggression pact with Ashar the Wisest and Manal Zoshi. She's not going to let me talk to her for 3 turns. Hopefully I remember that. I got a little bit more time to record today, so maybe I'll have a chance to remember long enough. When you break this up, it's hard to remember everything, but it also gives you some time to think before you act. So why does she not like me anyways? Oh, it's not that. She just doesn't like anyone. Got it. Okay, construction is complete on shipyards. Yes! Oh. Okay, and the mana trap. So I got more mana. I don't have a whole lot of food. The Gillian, I believe, is there? Yeah, the Karavai and the Gillian. They're just renamed versions of the same thing. Oh yeah, theirs gets a water bolt attack, which is kind of a nice little addition. But for 5 food, that would actually put me in the negative, so I'm going to have to hold off on that until I get my food production up somehow. New spell has been researched. Eagle Eye. Sight Radius. That's right, that's actually a decent enchantment to be giving to people. She's got a level up. Looks like she's level 2 now. So she's getting one of these bonuses. Resistance to death, bonus damage, and healing power. Late game healing power is better for her, as well as her spirit damage. The elemental's not as useful. Resistance to death is okay, pretty nice. But usually healers have a decent amount of that to begin, so I'm going to go with healing power on her. That'll be nice. In the meantime, anybody, you know, I could probably have one of my settlers come up here, actually, reasonably. But in the meantime, I have to decide how I want to approach to find the best way to land on this landmass over here. So I think what I'm going to do... she can only move 3. She's a slow mover, even if she's got, you know, ranged attacks and all that kind of stuff. It's not going to make up for that, unfortunately. Okay. She's got 30 health. That's decent enough. I'm going to hold off on figuring out how to handle this, because I think what I'm going to have to do is pull one of my guys back that I was going to send across the ocean and have them basically like pull back on the land and then cast a spell on them, because I think if you cast it on the ship version of these guys, it won't stay when they get back on land. I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty certain that's what happened in the past when I did this. So, oh well. We'll go ahead and have them move about. Okay, now I have to watch out. Before I try to move this guy, where are they going to shoot out to? Okay, right at that edge. Which means I have to watch out for that. Okay, let's have them move up to here, perhaps. Um, you know what? I have an idea. Okay, first of all, let's get these guys going. Not a whole lot of damage, or 1 damage. Yeah, we're down to that. Nuke them there. Well, that's not a whole lot of damage, but they got 12 health left. I don't think they're going to last for much longer. I think the city will still outlive them, which is good. And, oh yeah, the Kraken that we've been peppering for a while now with these attacks. New building needs to be constructed. Oh, thank you. This is the one that needs the, basically where I get my food production, and let me see. I think that I'm going to go ahead and build a mill for these guys. Where to? Let's take out one of these forest chunks, and that'll also connect a little bit. Remember, any space that you have buildings on also doubles as a road, where you move at 3 times speed. Or double speed. I think it's double speed. Anyways, it's either 3 times or double, but whatever. I think it's double. So I'm going to go ahead, and I think I need to do is honestly just go ahead and take the hit and cast a spell on them. Alright, so they'll be able to move around a little bit faster that way. And at the same time, this gives me an idea. Thinking. Sorry. Gotta move this through. Okay, so I've been really wanting to get a better idea as to where in the world I can go here as far as safety goes. Okay, so I gotta watch out because they can hit pretty far out there. So looks like this is a good landing zone over here. Maybe even just land in next to the tower soon, but I need to realistically be able to take down that magic tower. Now the city could only aim out to 2 spaces, so I could have her come up to here next turn and still be within out of range of the city, but in range to shoot the magic tower. I think that's my best bet. She can take a few turns, like 2-3 turns, before she has to retreat back and start resting up. 25 damage a turn with towers having no defense. That may be enough. Now she's doing half damage, but should take a chunk of health out of it. That lays us back with these guys, who have to kind of avoid ticking off the more deadly enemies, or specifically enemies that can fly or have ranged attacks. And gold dragons. All right, I want to point this out. Supreme flying fighter. Okay, so if we look at like the werewolves, okay, that's an advanced unit. These guys are the lowest rung of the totem pole, so they're a common, and this is an elite. Okay, so you have common, advanced, elite, supreme. Yeah. There is only one supreme unit that is not a hero, and that is the gold dragon. There are no other supreme units in the game. Now, the truth is, a gold dragon is a flying unit with a special ability Fire Breath to be able to hit 2 guys in a row sometimes. So they're not that much tougher than basically like a elite unit. Like if you had a ground unit that was elite and melee, they'd be at roughly the same strength, except that these guys also fly and have a couple special abilities, and that's where kind of makes up for it. But regeneration of 8 health points per turn, 90 health, without any special abilities. We're already talking about 53 attack bonus. Holy crud. Now, these are, if it's in gold like they're around that, that's from leveling up. So they cite range and additional regeneration, but still, they have life magic is built right into their damage, and resistances. 35% against melee, 57 against missile, 75 against life as normal, 25 against death, and 50% against elemental. That's really nice. Let's go ahead and read this. Oh, right. There is one inappropriate reference in the game, and it's not much of one. And that's with the red dragons, and consequently a brief mention in the gold dragon one, but mostly the red dragon one. And they don't even outright say it. So, for the most part, this is a very clean game. It says, now, where was I? Before I was interrupted by that obscene drawing on the board. Ah, yes, gold dragons. Like the aforementioned red dragons, they arrived from another world, but adapted themselves to this one and ultimately spread out all over Ardania. Something. I don't know how it's actually pronounced. I keep forgetting. Ardania? Ardania? Ardania. There we go. Sorry. I want to say it one way and I keep saying it the wrong way. All right, let's continue. Gold dragons are more intelligent and better educated than the red variety. Among their species, one may find plenty of philosophers, poets, and brilliant scientists. For this reason, it is not wise to regard red dragons solely as mighty warrior beasts, as a point of view sadly but widely held by our thick-headed military. Yes, Perkins, has the bell rung yet? I'm sorry, I was engrossed in the lecture. Just to remind you, the test on Hymenoptera is tomorrow. Don't be late. From the lecture notes of Professor Faustus the Reader. Okay, now I noticed the switch from gold to red all of a sudden. So I think they may have been a mistake, because why is it talking about red dragons being the mighty warrior beasts when it's gold dragons that are the ones that are talking about? But regardless, the whole point is that they kind of combined in this whole thing about them teaching in class with the instructional information, which is kind of fun. I'm gonna have the gold bats fly backwards. There's nowhere to go. They'll either tick off the gold dragon or the red greater fire elemental, and neither one of them will one-shot them. Won't help us any. Alright, so we'll go ahead and I guess move on to the next turn in a sec here. Let me think. Actually, you know what? With some explanation and whatnot, we only got one turn in this video, but don't worry. It does this. But you'll get to see more and more getting done over time, just that it'll be within the turns slow down, but you're still accomplishing quite a bit, so don't worry. Anyways, I'll see you all next time, and have fun out there.